I'm Jonathan Robinson, and this is Fred Buzz. Hello and welcome back to Fret Buzz. I hope you guys are doing well. I think I've got some great videos for you today, so let's jump right in. Video number one is a guitar player that I really enjoy. His name is Eric Steckel. His channel is Eric Steckel Official. If you've never heard of him, he is a fantastic player. He's been doing it since he was a kid. In fact, as a really young guy, we're talking like young teenager. He was playing for John Mayall, of John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, Bino, that guy. So obviously Eric, super talented, definitely growing up was sort of a phenom, and he's just a really cool player. Started out playing sort of hardcore blues. Now he does this thing where he sort of mixes blues and metal. He calls it blues metal, heavy tones, sort of almost metal-y sort of lead playing, but mixed with really cool blues grooves. And he actually does a lot of old blues tunes when he tours, as well as some fantastic original material. Eric actually plays Nags guitars. He's got a signature model named Candy that's modeled after an old Les Paul. He's got some really cool vintage strats too, so you'll probably dig that. If you follow him, you'll see some of those things. But the Nags guitars are cool. That's what he's playing on the road. And this video is a demo of the Seymour Duncan pickups that are in them. You can actually get those pickups now. So that's cool. They're cool pickups. The guitar is cool. But I just thought if you had not heard of Eric Steckel, you should. Actually, one of my friends up in Kokomo, Indiana, plays bass for him from time to time. His name is Tim Hargrove. He actually has a great shop called Indiana Music Garage, and I saw them play in Indiana Music Garage. I guess it was 2019. So check him out. Eric Steckel, fantastic player. You'll dig it. And check out Indiana Music Garage and Tim Hargrove, who is a fantastic bass player as well. Check those guys out. That's video number one. Video number two, probably a channel you have heard of. It's one I talked about before. It is Acoustic Life. I picked this video because he is talking about the 10 guitar makers that you need to watch in 2021. It's always cool to hear someone like this talk about things you need to be on the lookout for, new products that are hot. He talks about mule resonators, which I've been getting into a lot lately. We're big fans, and I'm big fans of Tyler Bryant, and he plays the really cool mule resonator. I got to play some the other day. In fact, there is a demo of me playing a couple different ones, the Tricone model and the Mulecaster on my channel. So check that out if you get a chance. But cool video. It's not just about that. There's some other things in the video as well. That's what I thought was particularly fun. And they talk about the new Mule Mavis, which I think is a fantastic looking guitar. And it's just something a little different. So check out Tony Polcastro, Acoustic Life. Fun fact, apparently I look like this guy. I mean, we both have the obvious long hair, beards, and a few tattoos. And one of my good friends who is really involved in a couple different acoustic forums sent me a text from someone that apparently said that up until now, they thought the Acoustic Life guy and I were the same person. You've never seen us in the same room. That's all I'm saying. So, who knows? Let me know in the comments. Maybe you guys think we do look alike. Maybe we're just both long-haired, bearded dudes. But anyways, verdict's out. So Acoustic Life, 10 guitar makers you need to watch in 2021. Great video. Video number three, another music shop out of San Antonio, Texas, Alamo Music Center. They put out a lot of videos. They have a fair amount of subscribers. I think they have about 70,000 subscribers. They put out some really good information. This one is how to take care of your guitar. He's talking about humidification, setting up your guitar, all sorts of things, polishing your frets, all that cool stuff. I think that's helpful. I know that when, I was younger and I was just starting out playing guitar, I was so lost with that kind of stuff. In fact, there were times when I, traded or sold guitars because I got fed up with them because I didn't understand that really what they needed was a fret job or the frets to be crowned and polished or ground and polished or whatever. They needed, a good setup. And I would get frustrated with things and just think my guitar was crap, and it wasn't. I just didn't understand good maintenance. So check this out if you want to learn about that. And a lot of times I will put 2 videos from a channel. Today I'm going to put 2 videos about this. It's sort of a topic, but it's a different channel. It's Tomo Fujita. I love him. I love his lessons as well. puts out really cool lessons. There's sort of no nonsense, no crazy editing, just him. He's an instructor at Berkeley. He's also just a killer player. But he's talking about 8 steps to the ultimate guitar setup. So I'm going to sort of nestle these together, just a little chunk where if you're interested in keeping your guitar playing better, making sure that, you know, it's maintained well and that it's working the best it can be so you get the most out of it, watch these 2 videos. So, you know, and sometimes when I watch videos like this, like I like to think now that I have a pretty good handle on keeping my guitars the way I like them, but sometimes even if you know a ton about it, you find little nuggets and different things that different players do. And when it's somebody as good as Tomo, they're worth listening to. So you might find a nugget of wisdom that you did not have already. So speaking of nuggets of wisdom, here's a channel that's brand new to me. It's a growing channel. Not a huge number of subscribers, but I just randomly came across this video. I haven't watched a ton of his other videos, but I, you know, just sort of casually perusing through the titles. They look like interesting things. The guy's name is Timothy Lerch. It's definitely focused on jazz and blues, but the name of this video is Tim Lerch, The Last Words on Scales and Modes. So it's a great discussion in this video about should you learn scales? Should you learn modes? You know, should you just magically hear it all by ear and be a free player and forget about theory? Great discussion on that. I won't tell you exactly where he lands, but I really like everything he says, especially his line about Wes Montgomery. If you watch the video, you will hear that. So, yeah, really, really cool. So check that out. Tim Lerch, The Last Word on Scales and Modes. So I dig it. Last one, another big channel I talked about it before, Robert Baker. He makes great videos. This video, 5 things I hate about Strats. Now, I love Strats. We love Strats here. I'm probably mostly, well, I would have said, you know, a year or 2 ago, I was mostly a Tele guy. Now I'm probably playing my Tele, my Strat, and the 335 I just got fairly evenly. But either way, love Fenders, love Strats. Robert Baker does too. He just points out a few sort of idiosyncratic things about the Strat. You know, things that he wishes were different, or that he just does not love, but it's not, you know, it's not really about how much he hates Strats. In fact, he says Strats are some of the best tones ever recorded. So check that out. But it's just another really fun video from Robert Baker. And if somehow you have missed his channel and you've been living under a rock in YouTube world, you'll dig his videos. But I thought this one was super fun. One more, just as a bonus, that I maybe wouldn't have included because I've included this channel fairly recently, but it's Sean Daniel. And the name of this video is just as a bonus is this the best guitar amp I've ever heard? He's talking about a Supro Black Magic Reverb. If you watch the channel at all, you know that I love Supros. If you watch my channel, you know that I have a couple and have owned multiple ones. I really enjoy them. I use them a ton. The Black Magic is super cool. And he's just, you know, Supro sent him one. He plays the Angelico guitars. Supro and the Angelico are now sort of under the same umbrella. So, you know, that probably plays in. But he's just talking about how much he loves the amp, and it sounds really, really good on this particular video. He's also playing it and using it in sort of a, you know, not the way you really think about it. I think when you think about the Black Magic, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you're thinking Jimmy Page, right? Because it's the Jimmy Page amp, and you're thinking sort of, you know, raunchy or more overdriven tones. And he's using it sort of jazzy, you know, really clean, really warm. The Supros really do well with that. I love them. I like pushing that out there just because I am a fan. Maybe I am a Supro evangelist. I don't know, but I dig Supros, you know. And I just think anytime there's a cool video about one, it's worth watching, especially if you're on the fence about checking them out. So check out Sean Daniel's video. Is this the best guitar amp I've ever heard? So there are your videos for the week. Let me know what you think about them in the comments. For the jam track of the week, the channel is just literally called Backing Tracks. Only a couple thousand subscribers, maybe actually slightly less than that. This was a really fun one. It was called Hard Rock and Roll Backing Track in B. I had fun playing over it. And then I listened back to it, and it was not good. So I will probably post mine, but I might try to do it again just because I didn't love the tone that I had when I was playing over it. So if I get it down, check that out. Either way, I will put a link up to my my own personal YouTube channel. So many of you guys have been subscribing to that and leaving fantastic comments, really kind comments. I appreciate it more than you will know. I actually have a giveaway in the works to try to sort of push myself over that 1,000 subscriber mark. So stay tuned for that. It's a pretty cool collaboration with a pretty fun gear company that we'll announce in the next week or so. So be on the lookout for that. I'll put some sort of link to my YouTube channel in case you are interested, and it may be my take on this backing track, Jam Track of the Week. Don't forget that if you do a take of it, tag us in it, hashtag FretBuzz, hashtag Casino Guitars, hashtag Jonathan Robinson Music. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss our videos, FretBuzz, and the videos where Baxter and I chat about random things, plus lots of cool demos. So do that. Thank you guys again. I'll see you next week on the FretBuzz.